Kevin Hunter, Wendy Williams' ex. Indeed, guess what? At the point when he got terminated from the Wendy Williams Show, he was pissed. He was frantic. He's so frantic that he wound up suing the creation organization that terminated him for the Wendy Williams Show, said the main motivation behind why they terminated him didn't have anything to accomplish with his work execution. It just had to do with the way that him and Wendy were done going to be together. So they figured, how about we dispose of him? All things considered, he got a little triumph. Individuals. The court said he got a case so they can push ahead. Furthermore, presently he will have the opportunity to see his day in court. Furthermore, maybe Debmar Mercury might need to give Kevin Hunter a cash to the tune of millions on the off chance that he gets what he's requesting. Furthermore, assuming he gets what he's requesting, his child mom will come tapping on that entryway, needing to get her slice of the pie. Okay. Tune in, individuals. We will get more into this story just after this. Indeed. Okay, folks, I'm feeling free to impart screen to you all immediately. Trust you had a decent Saturday. Lived it up today. Good. Thus, so cheerful. Wendy Williams, ex. Kevin Hunter wins a significant court triumph in $10 million claim against daytime syndicated programs creation organization. Okay, so Wendy Williams, ex, he sued Debmar Mercury for improper end. Also, presently the court saying, guess what? He got a case and an assertion given reasons to the U.S. Sun. Kevin's social equality lawyer, Abe George, said that his client is glad that his body of evidence against Debmar Mercury will presently push ahead following a New York government judge's decision. Okay, so a bonus for him in a manner of speaking. Mr. Hunter is glad that the court denied Wendy's Maker's movement to excuse and that he will eventually see his day in court. Mr. Hunter was instrumental in making the Wendy Williams show the achievement that it was before it went behind closed doors. Furthermore, the main explanation he was ended was on the grounds that his marriage was finishing with Wendy. Nothing at all in view of the benefits of his presentation. The legitimate Falcon articulation closed. As per the new archives documented on September 1st, the Common Court judge highlighted Kevin's excusal letter shipped off him by IRA Bernstein for Debmar Mercury. The adjudicator noticed that the end letter made no reference to any exhibition-related reasons or any choices connected with the offended party's work. As a leader maker, guess what? I surmise, matter of truth, I realize each state is unique. I accept New Jersey, they call a voluntarily state, intending that whenever a business has the privilege to simply let you go and what you got to give you not a glaringly obvious explanation regarding the reason why. Okay, so I surmise New York is unique. The appointed authority expressed that in their solicitation for excusal, that Martin's legal advisor bombed them dead. Moore's attorneys flopped in their contention that Kevin's case fell beyond conjugal segregation and the New York State Common Liberties Regulation, since it just applies to individuals who are hitched or unmarried. Debmar's legitimate group attempted to contend that the regulations doesn't have any significant bearing to segregation in view of being hitched to a specific individual. Kevin recorded his illegitimate end suit back in February of 2022, and his grumbling, he guaranteed that he was terminated from his occupation as leader maker at the Wendy Williams Show since his union with Wendy was finishing. Presently, let me let you know this. I will say from all that I heard during that time span, it was the motivation behind why he was terminated on the grounds that, Wendy didn't need him around any longer. Tune in, wrong will be off base. Endlessly, right will be correct. Presently, Kevin did his veil, yet as a business, they ought to have been a little more brilliant and sorted out a superior method for ending him. At the end of the day, that was simply insane. Yet, The suit Kevin sued Debmar Mercury, which was established in 2004 by IRA Bernstein and Mort Marcus. The organization haggled with both Wendy and Kevin 3 years after the fact for a television show and marked them on following a multi-week preliminary. All the program ended up being stunningly well-known and stays in a field its own. Okay. In his grumbling, Kevin's group said Kevin was accustomed to being in the background of Wendy's before earlier endeavors and utilized his business information and road smarts to arrange a huge monetary increment from the underlying agreement being proposed to Wendy, the Wendy Williams Show. Overwhelmed the 10 a.m. Delhi morning's time allotment, and until now, no organization has had the option to beat the show at this time slot. Gracious, that is fascinating. I didn't have a clue about that. I realized the Sherry Shepherd show was doing quite well. I don't know what that assertion implies, but rather I'm interpreting it as meaning that not there could be no other show has come in that schedule opening that positions in the evaluations that she had in her prime. That is the very thing I'm taking that articulation to me. However, I don't know. Wendy's ex contended that he was an instrumental piece of the show's prosperity during his experience as leader maker from 2007 until 2019. Wendy watchers will review that the star petitioned for legal separation, and Kevin was consequently approached to leave the show after it was expressed that he had been having a supposed illicit relationship with a lady named Sharina Hudson, who brought forth his affection kid unjustly terminated. He said the end of Kevin depended rigorously upon his conjugal status and his looming separation to the show's host. Overlooking every one of the commitments that Kevin made to make the show a triumph, the protest proceeded. Presently, I will say this. That is the reason a ton of occupations could do without couples working together on the grounds that if the couple, separates, it can. That those issues can spill into the working environment. That is the reason a great deal of times they don't need couples or relatives cooperating. Wendy's ex case, he was behind notorious portions like hotly debated issues and Wendy's shoe cam, and that he additionally made showcasing plans, in addition to other things. Kevin accepted the show wasn't as effective upon his takeoff, and he is searching for $7 to $10 million in punitive fees. Indeed, you understand what I will say this was the show as fruitful whenever he was no more, in no way, shape, or form. However, the opposite side's attorneys can add to say, tune in. It wasn't so much that effective in light of the fact that Wendy had her very own